Hey, welcome back to our channel where we dive into the world where the line between the living and the dead is terrifyingly blurred. Today's video is about spine-tingling tale of the Sabrina doll. Sabrina is a 2018 Indonesian horror movie directed by Rocky Suraya. It's part of the Doll series and serves as a sequel to The Doll 2. The movie revolves around a haunted doll named Sabrina that brings terror and supernatural chaos into the lives of those who encounter it. The story begins with Mara and Aiden attempting to rebuild their lives after the tragic death of their daughter, Vanya. Aiden is a successful toy manufacturer who designs a new doll named Sabrina, inspired by their late daughter. Vanya's presence still looms large in their lives, particularly in the heart of Vanya's cousin, Vanya, who now lives with them. Aiden gifts the Sabrina doll to Vanya as part of his new product line. Vanya, still grieving her mother, becomes attached to the doll and begins to believe she can communicate with her deceased mother through it. While at school, Vanya is given a Charlie Charlie game by classmate Ditho, looking to communicate with her deceased mom. She forgets to say goodbye to Charlie and pray, which is important so that the spiritual door is closed and the invited spirits can go back to heaven correctly. But unfortunately, Sabrina is possessed. Vanya begins to become more and more interested in the paranormal. After the ritual, strange and terrifying events start occurring in the house. The doll seems to move on its own, and eerie noises are heard at night. As the doll's movements become more frequent, strange noises start to permeate the house. It begins with faint whispers, barely audible, as if someone is having a hushed conversation. These whispers seem to come from all directions and are most intense near the doll. The whispers soon turn into soft, sinister giggles, echoing through the corridors at night. The family members wake up in cold sweats, haunted by the disembodied laughter. Adding to the terror, soft cries and whimpers are heard, as if a child is in distress, but no source was to be found. The presence of the Sabrina doll brings more than just sounds. Shadowy apparitions start to manifest around the house. The most common sighting is that of a little girl in a white dress, her figure barely more than a silhouette in the darkness. She is often seen standing at the foot of the bed, her hollow eyes staring at the sleeping occupants. More terrifying is the Shadow Man, a tall, dark figure with no discernible features, who appears in the corners of rooms, watching silently. These kind of paranormal activities were seen by the family. So in order to stop Vanya's interest in the paranormal, Aiden comes to a decision to take her on a holiday to spend quality time together with her and Mara. This attempt still fails. One night amid vacation, Aiden and Mara start to see Vanya's mother, Andini, which was a very frightening experience for them. Terrified and desperate for answers, Mara and Aiden turn to Bularas, a well-known paranormal investigator. Laras realizes that the only way to stop the spirit is to perform a risky and dangerous exorcism ritual. She prepares Mara and Aiden for the ordeal, warning them of the potential consequences. The tension mounts as the family braces for the final confrontation with the spirit. Bularas has experience dealing with supernatural entities and quickly realizes that the doll is possessed by a vengeful spirit. The spirit possessing Vanya isn't Andini, but instead it's Baghaya, a demon with a sinister agenda. Baghaya seeks a human host to carry out ritual killings, using loved ones as bait to trap his victims. Vanya, trembling and pale, is brought to her elderly nanny's secluded home as a last resort. The nanny, steeped in ancient lore, prepares for a ritual to cleanse Vanya of the darkness that grips her. As candles flicker and arcane chants fill the air, Vanya's eyes snap open, glowing with a sinister intensity. Suddenly, Andini's vengeful spirit seizes control, driving Vanya to snatch a concealed dagger and plunge it into the nanny's chest, her screams echoing through the night. The room chills, the atmosphere thick with malevolence. In a desperate bid to save Vanya, the group of exorcists arrive, surrounding her as they chant incantations. But each successful exorcism only brings forth a new, more sinister possession, escalating the terror. The family, desperate and terrified, has summoned a renowned exorcist, Father Marcus, known for his unwavering faith and experience with the supernatural. Dressed in his clerical garb, he enters the room, his face stern and focused. He carries with him a Bible, a crucifix, and a vial of holy water. Assisting him is Sister Maria, a nun who exudes calm and strength, holding a lit candle and a rosary. Father Marcus begins the ritual with a fervent prayer, his voice echoing through the room. "In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I command you to reveal yourself." Vanya's body convulses violently, her eyes rolling back, revealing only the whites. A guttural growl emanates from her, chilling everyone to the bone. As the exorcism intensifies, Father Marcus recites verses from the Bible, splashing holy water on Vanya. Her skin sizzles and smokes where the water touches, and she thrashes against her restraints with unnatural strength. "Andini, I command you to leave this child," Father Marcus shouts, but Vanya's voice, now deep and distorted, responds with a sinister laugh. "Andini is just the beginning. Bagaya is here." The exorcism becomes a horrifying sequence of possessions, each more violent than the last, as Bagaya's presence lingers in the air. Finally, they manage to break Bagaya's hold on Vanya, and the family flees the house in terror. Laura's, one of the family members, locks the door behind them, thinking they've contained the evil within. But Bagaya is relentless, quickly escaping the confines of the house. Determined to end Bagaya's terror once and for all, Laurus and the others devise a new method to perform a ritual on the residence itself. As they prepare, Bagaya confronts Laurus, reminding her of a traumatic past event. Years ago, Laurus and Bagas performed a ritual on Bagaya, who had tormented Aiden, a close family member. During that ritual, Aiden, driven by curiosity or fear, broke the sacred rule of not entering the ritual room until the ceremony was complete. This mistake left him haunted by Bagaya's malevolent presence. A deeper, darker secret is then revealed. Aiden's father had left him 40% of the family business, Kev Toys, with the remaining 60% going to Aiden's brother. Consumed by jealousy and greed, Aiden visited a shaman, pleading for his brother's death. The shaman obliged, but the cost of Aiden's jealousy was far greater than he anticipated. In the process, Andini, Aiden's beloved, lost her life. The final confrontation with Bagaya is both climactic and terrifying. As the demon vanishes, the full extent of Aiden's crimes comes to light. He is arrested, his actions having unleashed a chain of events filled with death and despair. The family is left to grapple with the horrors they've endured and the dark secrets that have been uncovered, hoping that Bagaya's presence has finally been banished for good. The Sabrina doll is not just a fictional element of horror stories, but is based on a real-life haunted doll that has intrigued and terrified many. The real-life Sabrina doll is said to be from an unknown origin, possibly dating back to the early 20th century. It was discovered in an old estate sale, surrounded by an air of mystery and foreboding. The doll, with its porcelain face and glassy, lifelike eyes, immediately gave off an unsettling vibe to those who encountered it. Owners of the Sabrina doll have reported a series of inexplicable and eerie events, contributing to its fearsome reputation. Witnesses claim that the doll moves on its own, often appearing in different rooms or areas than where it was originally placed. Those who come close to the doll frequently experience sudden and intense drops in temperature, coupled with an unsettling feeling of being watched. Many owners have also reported vivid nightmares involving the doll, where it moves or speaks, and some have even seen shadowy figures associated with it in their homes. Currently, the Sabrina doll resides in a private collection of haunted artifacts, where paranormal investigators have extensively studied it, capturing various unsettling phenomena on camera and audio recordings as well. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the paranormal. If you enjoyed unraveling the mysteries of the Sabrina doll, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling tales of the supernatural.